Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Strategic Command World War 1. Empires in Turmoil, the Shadows of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazor Strategic Arcana. The rematch, he's playing the Reds, we're playing the Whites, and we're in my 22nd turn. 21st? 22nd I think. And last turn we were in February 1920, so the winter is passing quickly with its long turns. Not too much has happened, minimal gains. Stacking up our armies, getting ready for a potential summer offensive. The Polish airships have arrived, so let's see how we can make use of them. Probably have to put them into a new base first before we can use them. Nevertheless, let's see what the enemy did, what we're up to, what we're facing in the future in this hopefully promising year 1920. I doubt we should be still, I think, in the end of the winter or muddy season, so I don't expect too massive movement by the enemy, but let's see. Nice Saratov, wow. Holds up very effectively. Well, wow, how many troops he used to get in action over there, wow. Also the Ural, reinforcements for the north on the Whites, and for the north on the Reds. And also here our lines, it was a good idea to get into this siege mode potentially. Voronezh also lovely. These attacks are definitely not very effective that the enemy is running over here. Yeah, well, it took Saratov back, but that's okay. Kap Ludwig's putsch is launched against Weimar Republic and defeated by General Strike. Your church owns your vodka, adult minds, comrade, delusional and illogical mindfuckery. Learn science and prosper. Okay. And here we go, the first Karelians, woohoo! And we're getting a couple of units back in. A couple of units, and that's nice. Yeah. That's Rango here with its high command. Still... we are in March, yes. I think this is March, right? Yeah, but this one is surprising. He will be so annoyed to see our newly gained division over here. Here he retreated a bit. Okay. Yeah, and this one I was super scared for this core, for this division here, but in the end, just this division here in the south really suffered. Might be able to push onto Pskov a bit here. Let's first, before we do anything else, let's definitely attach the oh, we cannot. They have to get into position. Now we're gonna do this later with the Poles. We can kind of get going soon. Yeah, here we lost Saratov. Is there any chance to get back into better supply? No. Well, this was a gamble. Terek division is kind of lost. Okay, it's still muddy actually, yeah, definitely. We can't move that far over here. Yeah, but I mean, this fight was, look at this, he brought through 2 corps here and an HQ to basically fight for Saratov here in this area. I don't know why he's so scared of losing this over here. I mean, nice for me, or it's just like shorter ways. And here we can kind of wow. Too good and easy with a division versus corps, and we can achieve like an even hit. Okay. Kind of considering attacking here because the prognosis here, at least for this core, is so well. By the way, what does that lead to, right? That's the question. Okay, let's kick it off in the north as always. Where these guys need their upgrades. Yeah, we'll definitely march on. But why actually exposing ourselves directly? We can just go in this position. Oh, wow. And okay, we can't bring him here. Shall we operate now directly here into... Oh, we cannot anyways. I mean, here he gonna see us with... No. Let's bring him here. So we have more troops available next turn than here the Northerners. Yeah, here there's the supply issues, right? Considering if I would rather operate these boys over, we have to wait for supply going up to 5 here. And then we could use the railway also to bring them over here. Yeah, let's see. Okay, that's quite a quick one. Then let's get the Karelian division in. And here... Let's hold the position here for the moment. I feel like they won't kill us, and just interrupting the railway is the most important thing over here. Okay. He didn't refresh Nava, but unfortunately we have basically no hits over here available. Oh. Yeah, with these promises, I feel like won't really attack with the Estonians right now. I have these two lines. I might rather use it down here with the northwestern white support to support everything over here. Yeah, let's see at the northwestern front what we gotta do. I feel like this definitely has to be... Here, this corps getting closer to Pskov is... Seems to be the most promising attack here. And down here, yeah, the enemy did a lot to contain our little push over here. Wow. Yeah, he doesn't want to give up land too easily anymore. That's what I figure. Just for the reconnaissance. Okay, that wasn't so successful. By the way, we had 10 operations, right? Or is there a critical key here where we... Nah, they are well connected. There's no single city that we can attack properly. So I think I want to optimize this. It said always, where can the post be stationed? West of Berencina, south of Lake Narok. Is this one here too? One of these hexes. They have range 10, right? Now we still have it activated actually, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like this is a great spot. If this is still, this should be a... Only danger is them pushing through, but yeah, worst case we buy it. Let's bring them here. Here or here? Is it okay from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, let's take the risk. Gotta find out. Then I think all of these Air Force units gonna get a bit closer. Yeah, they are attackable here, but once again it's the pulse, right? So also here wanna get closer here for reconnaissance. Yeah, then we have to, we should be chasing down these boys. They're moving to Brest. In the end, who cares, right? I mean, you can just also bring these boys here. Or one unit of... Yeah, we have so many units here in this area. Let's have them march down from Bobruisk, actually. It's a core, but we don't need them right now. There's no real danger over here. Before we have some issues with these, because these were designated for this side. We have them force march, even if we could afford, of course, the transport, but I don't know, I feel like the Poles have time. Here would almost like to use the Poles with this, with the mud, not that great, to take some look onto Smolensk. But I can potentially also do this with these guys over here, with the Kubans. Yeah, I should be. Let's use them. Or is there a chance to see both Vyazma and Smolensk? This one, right? This is actually not bad. But it brings us in a precarious situation in terms of supply. Nevertheless, but it's also, the enemy has all the troops here. Okay, we see not the strongest units, not the strongest units in this area. The Armenians. I can't even retreat here. Okay, then let's at least dig in. And it is a threat. It is a. Oh, we didn't. We just moved over, by the way, from the northwestern west. I'm so sorry. I planned to do more over here. And I feel like these Baltic units can remain where they are, since there's nothing to do. And I think Polotsk was the Pskov here, just attacking these guys was the most promising one. So let's detach here. Attached, and these guys definitely get upgrades, or shell them once. Pushing them out of their position. Sadly, this core can't continue and follow up, but I will follow. I think we're gonna have to train here actually, and then just work also a bit with the Estonians over here. Yeah, we couldn't really follow. In this case, I wanna just hit these boys. Just to weaken the enemy a bit in the area. We weaken ourselves, of course, but yeah. We need to force the enemy to be in battles and use its MPPs while we are preparing our main strike somewhere else. In the end, this is a distractive front. Yeah. 4 over here, that ain't great. It's getting better if we get closer. Yeah, actually it is. Now let's see how the enemy is, if the enemy is able to answer to this. I don't know if Western White's also getting an armored car just here, but yeah, that's good. Now let's see what we can buy later on. Yeah, I think here we're gonna remain, weapons remain silent. We're just keeping this siege position over here. Now let's see how the enemy is reacting. That's quite kind of success over here so far. Okay, Poles have to remain like they are here. We wanted to maybe. I don't know. If have to go here, we can use the maybe next turn for spying. Or for a last remaining hit if we need to. I mean, they can always come, right? Orsha. Okay, to the main front. So Smolensk was definitely a secondary target for some offensive. At the moment, it's really badly manned. Let's get this the Armenians here in a better position. These Ukrainians start a little bit of a defensive perimeter in this area. In the end, it is the Ukrainians that we want to march up there. But I don't want to operate right now, huh? Yeah, It would be lovely to cut them here, so that Smolensk is kind of isolated. Also, Vyazma is is very weakly defended. Yep, they will take this position here. And then shall we operate or force march? I think we will force march. Until they get into action, we will have some days where they can recover their morale that the force march costs. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we're gonna have also the next Ukrainian reinforcements, right? We have the 3rd Ukrainian Corps. And we've got the Astrakhan Cossacks that have to come in like this. I think I'm gonna use this division, by the way, here in a defensive way. That's why they're going to Tsaritsyn. That's good. Yeah, Kaluga, Tula, these are the access points towards Moscow. I'm really surprised we still see cavalry here and divisions, and whilst these strong units and corps over here, I really don't understand fully this strong emphasis here on Saratov here. Well, okay, let's not get too distracted for the moment. They are here for partisan fighting. Okay, perfect. Let's slowly move forward, though. Okay, let's man here these forests. Don't want to march up so he has the counter-offensive possibility yet. I mean, we do have 3 corps here actually where we should have rather divisions, because the corps, they're not pushing into this direction, or are they? We have the capabilities here. Let's either have high supplies. It's worth striking at an enemy corps just to take it out. The chances are there. Damn, I wanted to rotate actually. Let's rather do it here. Yeah. Prioritize these boys. We can't move in, that's a pity. Also I won't move in here. It's also Rangel here collecting some strength. They moved already. Nevertheless, yeah, let's do it, come on. Show them it's not a wise idea to stand right next to us where we have prepared some time to prepare. Nice, that was not bad. We still have some. They won't push down here. Yeah. Let's actually move in this position, yeah. Looks better. I wonder if he's going to counterattack. I doubt it though. Yeah, just pushing him a little bit away here is not bad. Let's hold the line here, that's okay. We have reinforcement, we have the Cubans. The first tank corps, that should be operating somewhere here, I think, in the flats. Can we, how fast is it by the way? Don't know yet where the full and the best potential for it's going to be, but maybe here. Yeah, I think so. These guys are fast, so we don't have to operate. They can help out here in this area. Kind of would like to replace this infantry division with another one. Since, yeah, I don't see it as very likely that the enemy is coming this way. We could just man with Kantimurovka. Actually, I think I will do that. For the moment, it ain't that relevant to... they won't be coming this way. We need more right divisions to guard the situation here. Yeah, let's bring them here. We can use them here as eyes, and so Lov here also still a good position in my opinion. I can't get in here. I would love to be here and just check out what's going on. But then we can't Yeah, I wanted to man Kamshin actually, but I'm staying here with the Kaf. They can't see me. This could be again a potential and nice ambush over here. Yeah, they will retreat. Unfortunately not in a good position. It doesn't bring us up to 8 over here, that's sad. Here, I mean, to be honest, what's really relevant to some extent is that we can use here the railway from Astrakhan to Pugachev to Uralsk. So this is connection, railway connection. We can operate boys here in the area. That's the main. This is quite important about this crossroads. Otherwise, we stop here. That's the main strategic thing about it. Let's ambush them potentially here if they really want to take it. Yeah, I mean, it's not that super relevant, but it is a thing. Let's say it like that. Okay, then let's see what we have to do over here. Let's upgrade here. We cannot. Oh no. Yeah, the Ural Whites. Okay, this position is this, we lose this division on low supply, that's sad. But they fought bravely and look what kind of army they pulled on them. So that doesn't really make a big difference. Slowly gathering, one more turn for upgrades, and the forced march course can also rest for another turn. Yeah, and then I feel like in 2 turns we're slowly ready to start to strike down here. We won't get too many new reinforcements, I think, for the southern whites. I mean, one more Ukrainian corps, one more Don Cossack corps, but it's here in this area anyway. So here we have the full strength of corps and tank corps now that we wanted to get at least with one more Ukrainian. It is quite a massive army we're bringing up here. These 3 armies, the Ukrainian, Wrangel and Denikin, and the Cubans as a support. But this is for 4 HQs and a lot of units. It's not bad, it's not bad. Okay. Could take them up to 10. Let's see. Check out first what we can do with the Ural Whites at other places. Yeah, here I just wanted to retreat, as you remember last time. It wasn't really planned to face them here, but since we can strike them here, a good deal here. 3 damage on a throw with just a division. Bring them in again. Oh damn, that wasn't too smart. Let's bring force march. Well, I don't know if this was cool. They are very like low here, down here, these Estonians. Sarapul, yeah, you're just a blocking division essentially. Oh god, this was well, just to make space so we have more place for the train to operate, to be honest, but okay. Well, putting up some pressure, that's all we can do over here. Not too much, then let's definitely... Wow, our heroes here in Babuzuluk really survive. I'm gonna upgrade here. Not upgrade. Give them to the Discord finally full strength. And... just slowly pushing towards Oldenburg, since now we can make this connection here. I mean, there's, to be honest, if we wanted to have a... also this... Yeah, no, the railway connection here goes to the south, no value over here. Yeah, here we're playing this long, or like retreat, rather flexible if we need to. Libichensk needs to be fed. I am trying to capture or like seize Oldenburg somehow if we could. That would be cool. But yeah, not too much else possible right now. And wow, that seems to be it again. This is just still... It's really surprising to me that the enemy puts this heavy point, even if I see kind of Moscow really under pressure now. Okay, let's have a quick look on the reports. Now we have 32, he's at 32, we're slowly outproducing or catching up. What are we doing with the Poles? No research possible. Buying tons and tons of divisions, so let's do it. At the end we can... I don't know, man. Let's bring them here so we have some for this. For the worst case also a core for the south. It's kind of random what we're doing with the Poles. The northern whites, they basically can't afford anything, right? Saving up. Yeah, we could do logistics or something, but nah. Let's forget about that. Kind of like to repair the submarine. Let's see if they're ever gonna get out of the harbor again. I doubt it. Northwestern whites 140. Could spend 75 somewhere. Are we saving up for what? I mean, a Latvian HQ couple like 375. Oh, that's so expensive. Can't really buy useful things. A destroyer is not worth it at all. Latvian divisions, Lithuanian divisions, or research. Or a Northwestern White division. I think that's a quite smart one actually. Yeah, let's get another division, just we have quick reinforcements if we need them. And come on, let's call it. We're approaching Pskov. That's the Pskov Independence. In June they will arrive. Yeah, just if we lose something, I might definitely lose a division or a corps over here. Then we have quick reinforcements that come in handy. Won't hurt us over here, nope. Okay, Northwestern Ural Whites done, Southern Whites. Big question what we're gonna do over here again. Still, do we have stuff to research? We had some nice breakthroughs. Tank is incoming. Yeah, we could still go towards this, but I still probably rather in Western units. Yep, I keep on doing it like that. And of course we could once again get another corps in, but the corps take long right now. Divisions is only 3 months, so we have them in May. Kind of tempted to just get 3 another white divisions in. Yeah, let's do that. We'll need them. And then maybe one more HQ at some point. Yes, getting reinforcements that will help to like stabilize or... We have now our attack units, but over time we'll need to guard against partisans and also guards against flanking maneuvers, so divisions come in extremely handy at some point, so that's why we're doing this. Okay, learn science and prosper. I don't know what you're talking about. Prospering in the south. Just living the high life. Okay. Then let's quickly finish together. Next turn we have the airships in action. Anti-Bolshevik attack in Moscow. Very nice, we're coming in. Is this already the events because we're closing in? Airship development, tech breakthrough, command and control for the Poles. Infantry, for the Southerners, right? Excellent. Infantry weapons, so we can upgrade them next turn. Perfect, this is gonna come in so handy. Infantry warfare for the northern ones, amazing. I feel like sometimes we are almost lucky in this round. Well, we have to make use of it. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you would like to see in the future or here in the next turns. And of course, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if leave both me and Balthazor a like and subscription to support our efforts and help us out with our channels. Thank you so much for the support, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we continue the struggle for Russia. Thanks for watching. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.